Hi.
Well, listen, whoever didn't win any prizes before, it ain't much, but you go home with a 1-week pass to LA Fitness on Staten Island. Someone's here, go work out, all right? All right, our next guest up, you see them on the reality show for VH1, the Jersey Shore. We have the infamous Uncle Nino here tonight. Let's give him a late night welcome.
Lilo.
That's Lilo on the go. What's up, kid? How are you?
Hello.
Twice.
That's it, dirty kisses.
You're lovely. Didn't you have black hair last time?
No, that was
That
someone
was
else.
the other one. We had a 1686er.
Where's my buddy Carl? Talks about my girl Snooki.
That's right.
I didn't saw my girl Snooki. What?
You
Where I
cut-
put this fucking thing?
You gotta put it, you know how to wear wire. Just clip it. I'm only teasing you. It's part of the
You
act.
better, better. Can you
me?
see my outfit? It causes a lot of damage. Anyway, listen to me.
That's it. You wrinkled my desk. I'm only teasing.
Thank you for having me.
You're the best. Thank you so much. Me and Nino at the wine tasting. I look over my shoulder and he's looking at me and he went like this. I'm like, Uncle Nino.
No, actually, no, you said that wrong. Actually, I'm sorry to stop you.
Let me see.
You
What
were
happened?
sleeping in a fucking chair. You were sleeping. I said, buddy, you tired? He goes, Uncle Nino. I said, who the fuck are you?
Something like
Something
that.
like that. And then we talked. And
Unbelievable. Now listen, you got some accent. Where were you born?
I was born and raised in Sicily.
Really?
Yeah, I came in this country. I was 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
And you said something about the Freedom Tower, you know? And it kind of brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
I came in 1969. I was 12 years old. And I lived on Bradley Avenue. And I make this short.
Okay.
And I was taking a bus to go to junior high school, 51, on Wilbrook Road. So I went to first day I went to school. I got into a fight with a kid. I didn't speak English. He was talking to me. I don't know what the fuck he was saying. We started swinging. The next day I didn't go to school. I got on a bus, the 111 back then. Instead of getting off to get the 106, I stayed on the 111. I went to the ferry. It was a nickel. I was getting the ferry, and I went to Manhattan, and I walked the streets. I was here 16 days from Sicily. I walked the streets, and I walked up, Varick Street, and I went up on this big construction site. There was big boards, and there was a picture of two towers. I was like, what? And I looked. There was a hole in the plywood, and I looked, and there's a hole like 300 fucking feet deep. I said, wow, what's the building here? I did that for like 2 months, Every day, instead of going to school, I would go to take the ferry, and then about 1 o'clock, I used to take the ferry back home and get home about 2 o'clock. Until the school sent the truant officer to the house, and I caught a fucking beating that was going to school. Now, 30 years go by, 15 years go by. In 1975, I gotta say this. 1975, my father gets a massive heart attack, so I was working with my father, so I couldn't work with my father no more, so I get a job as a captain at Windows World Trade Center.
That's
I
great.
was there for 2 fucking years. And it was amazing. And from then, I met a lady. She offered me a job, not a job. She offered me a partnership in a restaurant on Long Island. So the Guidos of Great Neck, Long Island, Guidos of Great Neck. And years went by, and 30 years later, I moved back from Boston, and I'm back in Manhattan, and driving a car. We was with my brother Sal, and I'm looking in the same place, Ground Zero. I seen the same thing that I seen 30 years before.
The hole.
A hole in the ground.
It's crazy.
And I was like, wow. 30 years went by, and a tear came down my eyes,
Yeah.
And I was saying, what's the matter? I said, Sal, just keep driving, keep fucking driving, It just like broke my heart,
Yeah, it's
And
great.
now, a couple weeks ago, I seen the Freedom Tower, It was like, my God, it's beautiful.
I know, only in America,
Yeah,
right?
only in America. Anyway.
Now listen, the fans and the emails and everybody wants to know, once they found out you were coming on the show, how did you land the Jersey Shore?
Well, my nephew did the first season, like 2000.
Who's your nephew? Tell everybody.
Vinny's my nephew.
All right.
And he was on the show. I think it was 2009. And I went to my sister Marion's house and said, oh, you just missed it. MTV was here. They're filming a reality show with Vinny and a couple of guys from girls from Jersey. I said, oh, whatever, you know. And about 2 weeks later, I says, we're going to Jersey, you know, Jersey, seaside. I said, whatever. Anyway, so I forgot all about, you know, I ignored the whole thing, you know. And about 6 months later, they were doing the second season in Florida. Mm-hmm. So I lived in Florida for years ago. So I said, you know what, Paul, I'm going to go with you, you know. I'll surprise Vinny, you know. And I went down there, and I spent 4 days with them, you know. I mean, they're gorgeous. Snooki, JWoww, Carlo. Snooki's gorgeous, you know. I spent 4 days with them. They're beautiful people.
What about Sammy?
Sammy's a little stuck up, but she's pretty. And back then, Angelina was on the show. Angelina was on the show.
Forget about her.
Yeah,
she told me she was going to come on the show a long time ago, and then she never came on.
She's out of
Then I saw a year later, she wants to come on. I go, we'll book for the next 2 years.
Now, I seen her a couple of weeks ago at this place, Outbows, and she says, Uncle Nino, could you get me back on the show? I said, Angelina, it's over.
Forget about it.
Oh, I should have never left, whatever. You know, I said, it's over. Anyway, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
You know, 2 weeks ago, I was watching my nephew Vinny. He was at the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
That's sick, I know. It's
and
amazing.
He was on the Dr. Drew's show. He was on the G-Pop show, bro, whatever the fuck.
Met him a couple of times at the...
No, but I'm here with Johnny, late night with Johnny. You know,
exactly.
It's a star. It's a star. You know?
I met him a couple of times. I tried to get him on. He told me to call his manager. I called the manager, never got a call back.
I'll get him.
We'd love to get him on the show.
I'll get him.
Guys, come support Staten Islanders.
Definitely, without a doubt.
So, like...
I mean, I'm enjoying the attention. I mean, I wasn't... But
everyone knows who you are. Your Uncle Nino.
Last month, I was.
Wait, I have a question. You went down to Florida, not knowing that you were going to be on this reality show.
No. I went down to visit Vinny. To visit.
And then suddenly you're on the show.
He was working in a gelato shop. That's why I said, I came with my Uncle Nino, you know. Hey, Vinny, what's going on? And then they invited us over to the house, and then we had a nice dinner. You know, my sister cooked. She cooked like 15 pounds of pasta for 4 fake kids. 15 pounds of pasta, 35 pounds of chicken cutlets.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I bought a couple of gallons of wine. I make my own wine, you know.
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah, that's the next thing I want to talk about a little while ago.
Anyway, so, you know, after a nice big dinner, I was feeling good. And I said, Vinny, give me a pair of shorts, you know. So I feel like, that jacuzzi looks good, you know.
Yeah,
so I said, I'm in the jacuzzi and Snooki, JWoww, come on, give me the jacuzzi, man. So I couldn't, we've been here 5 weeks. They haven't been in the jacuzzi once. I said, get over here now, you know, all of you. So they came in the jacuzzi. Angelina was like a little on the side because they don't, Angelina and JWoww and Snooki don't get along.
None of them.
So I said, Angelina, get in there. Conino, we don't want her. I said, Snooki, shut the up. And Jenna came in, so we're playing ball. We had a ball.
Who's the coolest guy besides your nephew that you get along with on the show? Paulie?
Paulie's my.
I figured that. You guys look tight.
He's gorgeous. I love him to death. He's beautiful. He's the most successful of all financially. You know?
Yeah.
And he calls me every other day. You know, he calls me this morning. Tells me he's got some new going on with some kind of.
His reality show.
No. That he told me about months ago. But he does a lot of endorsements and
it's great.
He just started a vodka company, vodka.
What about your wine? What's the name of your wine?
My wine's gonna come out in about a month, more or less. It's gonna be Uncle Nino's Vino.
Great.
Aha, perfect.
The winery that I made you at, not that winery.
Yeah.
See, I made wine with my father for like 40 years, you know. My papa passed away in 2000. We made wine together for like 34 years in this country, and then he passed away, and I got together with Bob. He wants to start a winery. Mm-hmm. And I've been making wine at this place, you know, for the past 7, 8 years. And since because of the show, you know, Uncle Nino's Vino, and me on the show with the wine. And I mean, if you watch on YouTube, go to YouTube, Uncle Nino cooking, you know, I'm a nut, you know.
Is there going to be one? I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to be with Vino Divino, with Rob Spoli. Are you with him or no?
No.
Rob does our wine.
No. Bob, not Bob. No. But no. Every winery in Staten Island, the owner's name is Bob.
I hear you, Phil.
Yeah. So, no, it's Bob, I don't know his fucking
Neil and Bob.
No.
I
don't know. The fuck do I know? Bob and Irene. I know it's Bob and Irene. Bob and Irene. So it's going to come out this month.
Good luck.
Be, Uncle Nino's Vino. It's going to be 2 reds and 2 whites.
Beautiful.
It's going to be great.
When's the wine tasting? When is the wine tasting?
In a couple weeks, I know.
You let us know. We'll definitely plug it for you.
Definitely.
Now listen, what are your future plans? It's almost your time.
Well, I'm going to be on the 6th season, coming up in June and July.
Beautiful.
We got 3-4 episodes, and they want me on there. And they're going to do a spin-off, with Vinny and Uncle Nino.
Good.
They're going to do it. They already confirmed the MTV, and it's going to be on my sister's house. Big dinners, and they're going to. I don't know. They don't tell us everything. The MTV's all surprised.
You got to tell them that I said go down to Wildwood for an episode, because Wildwood's where it's at.
Wildwood's where it's at. I used to spend all my.
Listen, when we were down Jersey Shore 20 years ago, what we did down there, we'll put them out of business.
Anyway, but while you look for me, I'm going to be on not the Mob Wives, but the Mob Wives. I know them all personally. I mean, I built Renee's father's house. Anthony,
Oh, yeah?
Anthony G's house. I built his house. And Renee was like 10 years old when I built the house. And she's like, following me around, Nino. I said, go lay down. I'm building this wall, And she fell in love with me. She was like 10 years old back then. Now she's like, she was whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I know Big Ange for like 35 years. And she invited me to her house next week, tomorrow, Saturday.
For the weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
So now listen, is there anywhere on the web or somewhere any of your fans can get in touch with you at?
On Twitter, the real Uncle Nino on Twitter, and
we got to get your Facebook, right?
Facebook. I'm on Facebook.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
I couldn't find you.
No, my name.
No, it is not on there.
My nephew.
No. I saw a guy,
don't do all
Nino,
this.
and he was in a bar.
No.
I was like, that's not him.
No.
The guy with white hair.
No. It's the real Uncle Nino on Twitter and
You should just put the one and only, right?
One and only.
Uncle Nino, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Uncle Nino, huh?
Crazy.
This ain't the Arsenio Hall show. Uncle Nino, what a class act.
Yeah.